Hi, my name is Dennis Rabelais, and I have an illness called Transverse Myelitis. My illness is very rare. I got it at 29 years old, very strong individual, physically and mentally. I got it from a mosquito that bit me in the summer of 2002. I got West Nile and had it for about 2 weeks, 1.5, 2 weeks. I felt like the flu-like symptoms as someone with West Nile illness would have. In a week and a half, I was still walking. I woke up one morning, fine as could be, just feeling like I had flu-like symptoms. And about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I went to the ground wrenching with pain. My whole body hurt. Two friends put me in a chair and sat me there with a total time of approximately 3 hours. Within those 3 hours, I tried to get up 3 times. The first time was actually 30 minutes after I was feeling the feelings and sat in the chair. I started staggering off to the right, unbalanced. My friends would put me in the chair back again. Then, about 30-45 minutes, I try again. I stagger off to the left. I was feeling like my whole legs and my hands and arms were numb. They were getting very numb. I ended up being paralyzed, chest down, fingers and thumbs, within a 2.5, 3 hour period. I was in the hospital approximately about a month and a half, diagnosis with transverse myelitis. Now, transverse myelitis is a neurological illness. It strikes people, and it's a very rare illness that no one knows much about. I like to get awareness out for it because it paralyzes people in different ways, and different ways you can get it. You can get it sometimes by the flu injection. You can get it that's already in your system. It doesn't matter of the age of the person who gets this disease. Little babies get it when they're newborn or even a few months old, and people of elderly can get it. It doesn't strike any particular person, any creed, race, religion, geography, all the same. It's an illness that a lot of people don't know anything about. You use stem cell for the research, and that holds hope. But to get the funding and to get the research to the United States, it's hard with all the lawmakers saying it might help, it might not help. What's, the pros and cons of it? We as people with MS, transverse myelitis, with spinal cord injuries, and birth defects that affect the neurological and the spinal region need to find a cure. Just like cancer, there needs to find a cure. We're going close, and we're getting new information, new studies from Switzerland, the UK, and other places, but not here in the US. There's a big debate, and I'd like you to think about it. I, from 29, have been stuck in nursing homes. I'm 40 years old now. I have a 10-year-old daughter that my wife, at the time when I got paralyzed at 29, my wife was 4.5 months pregnant. So my daughter only sees me as this. I go through all kind of anguish of nerve pain, real pain, dealing with people, sometimes dealing with people that really don't want to do anything for you, but just want a job. Some people do care, and that's a very, very noble thing, to care for the elderly and care for the sick. We need more places that cater to people and actually want to find a way to make people more comfortable, more secure, more medical research, going to hospitals, receiving treatments that we all need, And I'm stuck in a nursing home for about 10 years. I've been through 9 nursing homes. The reasons why I've been through so many nursing homes is I can't find an exact way, or I cannot find an exact place where I can go that people are going to not be, people are people. They have their own problems, which I understand, but there are a lot of negligence, abuse of all sorts. I'd like to come to you in order to change some of these laws that make people understand, like maybe some sensitivity training for CNAs and nurse work. I've seen so many CNAs dedicate their life to helping, but I do see CNAs on their phones, talking over the resident like me, like I'm not in the room. I wake up in a bed next to a person. I'm not in a private room. I cannot pay for a private room, but I live in my quarters, and I basically have a life where I have to be turned all the time in bed to not get sick with pressure sores, and I sit in my chair. Now, especially a chair that's equipped for moving with the joystick. I have a Roho cushion, which is good for people with disabilities, as of MS, Transverse Myelitis, every neurological illness that you're paralyzed or have less cardiovascular and circulation. The life I lead is not fun. I would like to lead a better life, but for right now, with the system that we have, this life is what I have. I try to deal with it on a day-to-day basis the best I can. As you know, you have good days and bad days, and this is what I have. I plead that we find some sort of source to help fund activities for research for muscular dystrophy, people with spinal cord injuries, and transverse myelitis like I have. It's not fun. It is not fun. And it's a day-to-day struggle. I pray to God every day. Some days it gets better, some days it gets worse. Nursing homes, on a whole, it's either good or bad. There are some middle grounds with some aides that want to help. Some nurses and aides choose not to help. And I don't feel like, since being in this situation, I did anything to cause this, my illness, and I should be treated with the utmost respect of everybody. I treat people with kindness. When I go down the hallways of this nursing home, I put a smile on my face, because I might brighten somebody's day, and maybe they might brighten mine. It's a hard life, and this is my life. Thank you.